is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Makes the catch inside his 30 and wants much, much more. They put the... It's on him, but a good return out to the 36. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. You saw it on that one.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Might be changing the route. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside for the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Tigers are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone and not work out as he stopped at the 13. Snap before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, Pitt 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running into the open space. It's a seam wide open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. He wants to go deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pick up there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Snap it to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Holstein. The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got it. First down and more. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half.
With the game tied.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reed. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together. Backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tight.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Reed. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Back open in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he found a space on the right. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 14, Pitt 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Snap to the back. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stopped in the backfield. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Now, a 4th down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snap to the back. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll test the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Power football with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Coleman. Fights off a defender. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Holds it in the 1st down and more. All kinds of room to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. The 50.
That's just a great play by the defense. You saw the speed getting to the football. They recover it, and all of a sudden, this looks like it's going the other way for 2 points, but he gets tackled beyond the 50-yard line. Still, nice stop in a 2-point conversion situation.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their...
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air, it's Holstein. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
They'll line up for the onside kick, just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, and he can't overpitch and the ball by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And it's up and no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the lone running back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football.
Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And the defense got it.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass. Make the QB take off and then get a stick on him. Play physical. Got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Alston. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. On the ground, it's Alston. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll set up for throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and go.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He wants to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Out of space. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Runs through a tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see him, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Took a shot as he threw.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kent.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Got it behind the line. It's Alston. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with it.
Snatches it on the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hums it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he...
There he goes to the left. The 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Yeah, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Makes the grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And wings it incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Throwing right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Tries during play action. That's caught. It's Frazier. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
The end of the third quarter with the score Auburn 21, Navy 0.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Got the quick pass. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
With a lot of offensive coordinators out there, a similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the...
Bringing it back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. To give to the big fullback. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get in those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. On the option. The pitch. Turning on the Jets. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run. Turning it on. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air. It's Horvath. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Pulls and fired complete. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Now from inside the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Some would say run the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. After this, it'll be a wrap. To throw, it's Horvath. Might be looking to run. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Just complete and utter dominance in this one.